welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Sonia and I'll love it if you could subscribe, and if you're already an existing subscriber, welcome back. So today we're going to be doing my project pan second update slash finale, because I have decided we're going to start it again in January in 2021 with a kind of fresh new start. There will be some things that I will be rolling over into that project, but I will not be telling you in this video what those are. You will have to wait until January. But I do have some really good updates here, so I'm excited to show you what I've got. So what I did for this project pan is I did usage, and then I also had a long-term goal that I would like to do, because for me, I like to kind of see how long it takes. I mean, some of this stuff I've had for a really long time. So I wanted to do a usage and then a long-term goal, which I would eventually like to reach. And I did reach a long-term goal on one thing. So let's kind of just get started. I'll leave my playlist below of my project pan if you would like to go over there and have a look. I did a start, I did a first update, and now this is kind of like my second update slash finale. So I'll leave those below if you would like to see kind of where I started. But I will put pictures on the screen as well of kind of my progress since October. So starting off, the first thing I want to talk about is my foundation I was using, and it was the Kiko Liquid Skin Second Skin Foundation. So as you can see here, this was where I started, and this is where I started, and this is where I am now. Sorry if I'm tilting it and it doesn't look exact, but that is where I'm at, and I have made a lot more progress than what I did previous month. So I actually used this foundation 12 times. Now I did want to use it 15 times, but I'm still happy with 12 and kind of the progress I've made on it. And my long-term goal for this was to use it up, and I think if I keep this in, I think I can get this finished by January, so that's exciting. With this foundation, it's okay. It's one of those foundation that when you kind of touch your face, it does transfer, but if you found the right primer, it does sit well. But I definitely wouldn't get it again. I just want to use it up because it is quite an old foundation in my collection. The next thing I want to talk about is the Benefit Hoola Bronzer. Again, my goal for this was to use it 15 times, and my long-term goal for this was to hit pan. So I actually used this 13 times, but I reached my long-term goal and I hit pan on this. So this will not be in next year's project pan because I've hit the goal I want on it. As you will see on the screen, I'll kind of show like 3 different photos, but I'm really happy that I finally hit pan. I was hoping in last month's update that I was going to hit pan on it, and when I hit pan, I was so excited. So this one will be rolled out. I have to use a really light hand with this because I am very pale. I mean, I've had this for a long time. I'm not going to tell you how long, but I'm just glad I'm finally getting some use out of it, and I will continue to keep using it. It still performs well. It still looks nice. So we have that one. So I finally reached my goal on one thing, so I'm happy at least with that. The next thing is the Sleek Blush. Now this is a trio, but I only used the middle shade, which was this one here. And my goal for this was to use it 15 times again. A lot of my goals were to use it 15 times, and my long-term goal was to hit pan. Now I did use this 13 times, but I use this as a blush topper. I don't use it as a blush. I did try to use it as a blush, but it looks more like a highlight on your face, which isn't really the look I like to go for when it comes to blushes. So I have been trying to use this as a blush topper. I need to make a decision whether I want to keep this or not, because this is the oldest thing in my collection and it doesn't perform the same way that I remember. I think because I'm getting closer to the pan now, it is literally just like I'm putting gold highlight on my cheek. I'm not sure I like that. You know, I have got a lot of use out of this over the years, and I do think I might just declutter this because, like I said, I just don't really enjoy it anymore. But I'm glad I kind of got some use out of this. It's had a lot of love over the years anyway, so I think I'm just going to declutter this one. Okay, next was a lipstick. So this is MAC lipstick in Brave, and my goal was to use this 15 times again. So last month I exceeded my limit and I have done that again, and this time I used it 20 times, and my kind of long-term goal for this is to just use it up. This is what it looks like now. So the first time I showed this in like last month's update, I feel like I got a lot more progress, whereas with this month I feel like I haven't really. Hopefully you will see a little bit better when I show the pictures. I still really love this. This is one of my favorite MAC lipsticks. This is definitely an everyday wearable color, and I would like to finish this in 2021. So if that's not a hint, I hit my goal on this one again this month. I'll do kind of the update a little bit at the end about how much I used these products overall in this project for since October, and it's now December. But the last thing I want to talk about is the last thing in my project pan that I put in, and it was the Vitamin E Skincare Hydrating Mist. So it looks like this, and there is my progress. So I feel like I'm pretty consistent with this. I feel like my progress of this is pretty good. And again, I'm happy, and I think I don't know whether I'll put this in because I might already use it up beforehand, but I didn't do a usage goal on this because my kind of just goal in general was just to use it up. And unfortunately I haven't had chance yet, but we did start here, and sometimes I do forget to just spray this. It's just when I walk past my vanity, because I'm currently working from home, when I walk past my vanity I sometimes just try and remember to spray it, but otherwise I just forget. So I feel like if I didn't keep forgetting, I might have maybe been able to finish this, but I don't mind. I'm still using it anyway, and it will definitely get used up. So those were my 5 products in my project pan. I don't know whether I might maybe increase it. I'm not sure. I need to kind of have a think about what I want to do for my project pan next year, but I do want to make it a year-long project pan. So it'll be a rolling one. So if I use something or hit my goal on it, I will then move it out and move something else in. I just want to tell you how much I used of these products since October. The foundation since October I have used 22 times, so that's not bad considering I have quite a few foundations in my collection. So, and like I said, I was there. So this is quite a liquidy foundation, so I think that might be why I have got such good progress on it. With the bronzer, I used it 24 times since October, which for me, this whole project pan, I didn't want to neglect any other of my products in my collection. This was kind of just so I could use it up. So 24 times for this, I think is pretty good since October, since kind of the end of my year has been a bit crazy. Let me just tell you that it's not been, I mean this year's been crazy in general, but towards the end of the year there's been quite a few things that have happened in my life which has caused me to kind of not want to wear makeup, and I've not been very well. So you know, when you're not very well you don't want to put makeup on. So 24 times for this I'm happy with, and I have hit my goal on that anyway. So for the sleek blush, I can't remember whether I said, but I did use this 26 times, so it has definitely had love. And like I said, I use this as a blush topper. I was originally using it as a blush, but it just found it wasn't working. So as a blush topper, I didn't need as much of the product. So yeah, I didn't hit my goal on it, and it is what it is. I'm just happy that I've got a little bit more use out of it before I got rid of it. With the MAC lipstick, I used it 43 times. So a lipstick in project pan, it can take you a really, really long time. I sometimes applied this more than once throughout the day, but depending on meetings and stuff at work. But no, I do really, really like this, but it does take a long time to use a lipstick up, just from me watching kind of project pan videos before. But no, I'm still happy with that. I think that's quite a lot of progress really, and hopefully throughout you can kind of see a bit more progress in the pictures. And like I said with this one, I didn't do a usage goal on it, but I am still really, really happy, and I do think hopefully will be used, and hopefully it's not going to be in my project pan next year because I've already used it up. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I've really, really enjoyed doing project pan, and kind of what spurred me on a little bit was because I really felt like I was neglecting my makeup collection. Some of this stuff is quite old in my collection and I don't want it to go off. Recently I've had to throw away some lipstick that have gone off, and it's just spurred me on more to just do more project pans, get other stuff, because I hate throwing stuff away, and it really annoyed me and frustrated me that I had to do that because they'd gone off. I don't know whether I'm going to add a few more products in to my project pan next year just so I can kind of get through some stuff, but I won't be adding in kind of like two bronzers, 2 blushes or anything. It will mostly be more like 2 lipsticks or something like that. I don't know, I've got a full list of things that I want to kind of pan, so we'll see in January. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you don't subscribe already, it would also mean the world to me as well if you could subscribe. And until next time everyone, see you later.